Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Seattle Mariners and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And here's the speedster D. Gordon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch, Morton.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Malik Smith.
Malik Smith the next to hit. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 4 for 14. First offering on its way. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Dan Vogelbach is next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Nick Margevicius will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
Into the box, Hunter Renfrow. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Renfrow.
The pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
The 2-0 on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Giving chase is Henager. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Manuel.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Willie Adames, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Ball.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Henniger is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Dom Thompson-Williams, and for him you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. Thompson-Williams stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Adames backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. In now, Jake Fraley to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Stepping in, Ji-Man Choi as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Smoked on the ground left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The right fielder, Yandy Diaz.
Coming to the plate now, Yandy Diaz, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Henager. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Joey Wendell digs in now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Henager is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Murphy, 28 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate, Dylan Moore. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Margot's under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batter.
Digging in, D. Gordon. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh. 1 ball, no strike.
Grounded back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now in the box, Michael Brasso. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Margevicius, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff.
That gets down, and the Rays' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
He waits. Now the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 home.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting 9, the catcher, Mike.
So here's Mike Zunino. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Brasso on second. Kiermaier at first with no outs. just missing here, 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-1.
1 strike.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Payoff pitch home to Zunino, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hunter Renfrow is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least 1 run in. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. And they'll tag him out in the rundown.
Now back, left fielder, Medwell.
So now to the plate, Manuel Margot, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Line shot to third base.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Adames. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. One and 0 count. The pitch hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple as he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Up next to Tampa Bay.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Choi is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
3 runs already home here. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Belted high in the air out to left. A ball that's tarrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Rays are in front, 3-0. So here's Malik Smith.
Leading off
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit out towards second. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Mitch Henager the next to bat, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Stepping in, Daniel Vogelbach. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Into the box now, Dom Thompson-Williams, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Zunino is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rays 3 and the Mariners nothing. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Yandy Diaz.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Down and away, ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1 home.
3-1.
Well, ball 3 there. Hey, and the Rays right now, they would love to take a leadoff walk to start this inning.
The 3-1.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
That's popped up. Here comes a left fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
In now, Michael Brasso, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A 1-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first. A double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old two ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the belt, the pitch. This is pulled into right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, two-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hitting.
First things first, here's a throw over. Don't want to forget about him. Here now is Mike Zunino, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern, and part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfrow, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Nestor Cortes Jr. answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. At the plate now, Manuel Margot. A ball and no strikes. Cortes, the former Yankee, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit out towards second, right to Gordon. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Tampa Bay leads this one 5-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Seattle.
Thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jake Fraley is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. The pitch. Hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping up now, Tom Murphy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. And that's the second out. Standing in, Dylan Moore comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Willie Adames. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
3-0 now. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ji-Man Choi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
2-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Morton is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at that with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Brasso. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. He's set and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Towards second, Gordon is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays will settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 6 and the Mariners nothing. Here's D. Gordon now. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
The batter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Malik Smith. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. 2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Henager. First offering on its way.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
High chopper to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. There's a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Mike Zunino. Last time through was a base hit. Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henager. And he makes the catch for the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Hunter Renfrow. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now the 2-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Manuel Margot would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
2 out, nobody on. And that one misses. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding in, Manuel Margot, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's ready now. The pitch, a swing and a ground ball to third. A toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 6-0. All set for the start of the inning. And next, the dangerous power threat, Daniel Vogelbach.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The center fielder.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Dom Thompson-Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Standing in now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Next for Seattle, Jake Fraley. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. From the stretch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Margot's under it, and that's the 3rd out. This one pretty well in the bag. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rays lead it 6-0. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-0 now. Strike taken up in the zone. And he lays off again. Ball 3. Ji-Man Choi will be next. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henager. 1 out. Digging in, G-Man Choi, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lined into left center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer
The right
job.
fielder, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
To the plate now, Yandy Diaz, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Gordon for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rays held in check here, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Digging in once again, Tom Murphy. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Margot is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. So coming to the plate, Dylan Moore, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. The pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, D. Gordon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Diaz is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Joey Wendell. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Second baseman, Joey
First pitch of the at-bat.
Wendell.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The 0-1 on its way.
No, that's a
He
ball.
obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Gordon is there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Rosso.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Brasso. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
A ball and a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Matt McGill comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Matt McGill.
In now, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
Now batting, Mike Zunino. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he'll get back in safely, as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Hunter Renfrow. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder looking up and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 23 for him thus far, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Stepping in now, Manuel Margot.
The left fielder.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Fouled away. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Ready with another 2-2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping into the box, Willie Adames. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 0-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
2 out with a man at first. And that's in there on the high outside corner. 2-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. One more look at the big blow for the Rays. A 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. It is now 9-0. Coming to the plate now, Malik Smith starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
The batter, the right fielder, Mitch Henager.
Standing in, Mitch Henager. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0.
One ball, one strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2-1.
2-1.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Tampa Bay Rays led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Charlie Morton gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Nick Margevicius couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays.